Are you sure?
All right. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Annie Mae Phillips Stadium with our Hornet Sports broadcast. We appreciate you joining us. And first of all, we appreciate Devin Marinello at Blue Wave Home Inspections for sponsoring tonight's game, as well as all those that have contributed to our Cash App to help make this possible. FHSAA charges us $500 to bring you this broadcast. $500, and that's each playoff game. So if we make it more playoff games, $500 every single time. So we certainly need your help. If you'd like to send us just a donation, any donations that are remaining will move to the next game. And then also any leftovers will go towards the football team to be able to support them, especially if we have the opportunity to help buy some rings or other hardware at the end of the season. So the hashtag or the Cash App is on your screen. It's the $ Hawthorne Hornets. Hawthorne Hornets $. It's the Hawthorne Dugout Club in case it comes up. Hawthorne Dugout Club is the name of it, of the organization that we're running it through, and we appreciate them helping us run this broadcast for our Hornet Sports Network. Tonight's game is the first of hopefully many in the state playoffs. We have the Hornets at 7-1 taking on the Branford Buccaneers 6-3 here at Annie Mae Phillips Stadium. The Buccaneers just made their way out of the north locker room onto their side of the field and headed towards the east end zone. The Hornets already lined up on the goal line, and we're getting ready for the national anthem before the captains meet. So hang tight with us as we're going to have the playing of the national anthem. All right. So national anthem is played. We are going to have several readings we got to do also for FHSAA, but we'll get to those in just a second as we have captains getting ready to meet at the middle of the field.
With a record of 6-3, are coached by
Captains for Branford, number 4, Troy Roberts. He's out. Looks like injury. He's got a knee brace on and in street clothes. Number 6, Damian Herrera. Number 58. I apologize. These are out of order.
Number 10,
Cole Payton. Number 10, Jackson Jones for Branford Buccaneers. For your Hornets, our captains for tonight's game, you have number 8, Naziy Gent. Number 9, Keenon Johnson. Number 51, Jaheim Darby. And number 6, Zion Johnson. So that's the captains. We're going to have the coin toss there at midfield. Looks like Branford won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So Hawthorne's going to elect to receive most likely. And then they'll be running out of the east end zone here as the Hornets get ready for their first round of the 2024 playoffs here with an opportunity to start the journey for a three-peat, 3-time state championship opportunity here in the 24-25 school year. Fans, sit back, relax. We appreciate you joining us. Once again, if you'd like to send us a donation, we certainly appreciate it. To Cash App, Hawthorne Hornets. You are watching the FHSAA Football Region Quarterfinal on Hornet Sports Network. Rights to this broadcast telecast of this region quarterfinal in the 2024 FHSAA Class 1R Football Championships have been granted to Hornet Sports Network by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited. Buccaneers are in their end zone. Hornets in ours. Getting ready to run out to start out this Friday Night Lights here in Hawthorne. And the Buccaneers make their way out of the east end zone to the north side of the field. And here come the Hornets, with one of the Hornets doing a cartwheel, backflip, and leading the Hornets out of the end zone. And then the rest of them come running out of the tunnel, followed by the cheerleaders and the HHS block-lettered flags. Good crowd here for the home Hornets. All orange uniforms with the black helmets. Branford Buccaneers in the all-white uniforms with the orange helmets. So it'll be easy to pick them out. Field looks amazing. It's coming along, making that journey that we've seen all year. Of course, grass isn't growing as quick, but those robot mowers mow it every single day out here, even during these storms that we've had. They've been mowing it. Still have some of those spots that we've killed some of those weeds, and the grass is starting to fill them in, and we appreciate the city as well as the school board partnering to bring that to us. Also, Kyle Van Zant Lawn Care, Hawthorne alum, former quarterback here, basketball player, and baseball player. He's been heavily involved in it and even contributed to this broadcast tonight, so we appreciate him as always and helping us keep up on this field and getting it ready for playoffs. Great lineup. Got the slanted italic H as well as a GSO out there on the 25-yard line. Teeing it up, number 16 for Branford. Kicks it high, end over end. Comes down, looks like DeBoe's going to get it, coming to the near side. Puts a move on one guy, gets to the boundary. He's at the 40, at midfield, and at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Hornets! Just like that, 15 seconds into the opening quarter, the opening game of the state playoffs, and Hawthorne is already on top. No flags on the play. End to end.
What a statement to put on the playoff for the defending champion.
And the Hornets strike first with 11:45 to go here in this first quarter.
Sam Carroll to attempt the point.
Sam Carroll comes out to attempt the point after. Holding will be Leland Johnson. There's a snap. The set down. The kick is up. And good. He banks that one off the scoreboard. He said, add that one to it as he hit the home side of the scoreboard, makes it 7-0.
Over Branford.
Once again, Dakari and DeBose takes that all the way to the house. It was about a 90-yard return that he took that coast to coast. Here we go. 15 seconds into the first round of the state playoffs, and Hawthorne already, without putting their offense on the field, struck first, special teams, and now tees it up once again, special teams. And Sam Carroll's going to have it at the 40. Back deep for the Buccaneers is going to be number 8, Trip Schultz. And number 7, Arcavion Jones. Here we go. There's a kick. High, end over end. Comes down to Jones. Jones at the 5. Brings it straight up the middle. Oh, and just laid out as coming through there.
Don't take that one back to about the 24-yard line. Gets
the big man.
Branford off. Take the field first here tonight.
Number 25, Jordan Asante. And I've seen his grandma today down in Tampa at the National League of Cities. Vice Mayor Patricia Bowie. She also contributed to the broadcast, and we appreciate that. His mom is also an alum here at Hawthorne. So good family. I actually went to school with his uncle, Trey Bowie. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Branford. First chance to see a play from scrimmage. From the shotgun, man off his left side, twins to the far side. 1st and 10 from the, we'll call it the 24. And crowd gets the buzzing. Number 17 at quarterback takes a direct snap himself off the left side, calls his own number. That is Trent Land, the quarterback.
Buccaneers freshman quarterback Trent Land. Also in the backfield, number 5, Doc.
Brings up 2nd and 8 after a short gain of 2. Just crosses the 25-yard line. Right on the italic block H. Buccaneers come out of the huddle. This time brings twins to the near side. Number 6 and number 11. Herrera, as well as Williamson. Land from the shotgun. Hands it off to the tailback. Straight up the middle. Hit and brought down as he reaches just shy of the 30. On the carry, that was number 5, Dawson Cannon. Bring up 3rd and 5 from the 29. 10.5 to go here in this opening quarter. Hawthorne up 7-0. Hornet fans getting a buzzing with the horns. Like a soccer match. Twins to the far side. Land from the shotgun. Off his right shoulder is Cannon. Looking to the sideline. Change of the play. Going left to right here. Headed towards the east end zone. There's a snap. Calls his own number. Hit in the backfield. Kyler Ingram there to plug that gap and nowhere to go. If he gained anything, it'd be a half of a football at best. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Buccaneers. The always dangerous Dakari and DeBose steps back at the 40 in punt formation.
And the Buccaneers will bring out the punt unit. Actually, booted away number 3, Elijah Jones.
Looks like the punter, Elijah Jones, is in punt formation. There's a snap. Kick. Oh, the kick went straight up. And then takes a Buccaneers bounce. DeBose picks it up. He cuts to the left side, gets down the sidelines, and pushed out of bounds.
Takes a Branford bounce.
The bounce literally, or the kick literally went probably 5 yards, and then the bounce rolled another 20. And so DeBose picks it up around the 40 and returns it back for about 12 yards before being brought down out of bounds. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornet offense First and 10 for the Hornets offense at the Buccaneers 48-yard line. So short work to go. 9:05 to go here in this opening quarter. 7-0 lead. Once again, back at quarterback for your Hornets, number 12, Adrian Curtis. One man wide left, trips to the far side, man in motion from right to left. There's a snap, throw back to their far side. That's the Bows. The Bows has it in the open field, spin around, has a first down, and then surges forward for another few and brings it just shy of the 35-yard line. It'll be first and 10 at the 36 of the Buccaneers. That was an interesting formation because the Hornets stacked up trips on the far side in almost a triangle formation and then split it out really quick and picked up the first down with blockers out in front. Twins left, twins right, first and 10. There's a handoff. Keenon Johnson, K9 gets a good start. And right up the middle.
First carry of the night. Gonna run up the middle. Looks like going to be good for about 3 or 4 yards there.
Coming into the game, Tyler Duncan back at center. 2nd and 7. Twins left, twins right. There's a snap. Fake to Keenan. Pitch out to the right side. He's connected. There's Demetrius Brown. Demetrius Brown tucks it in. 33 yards out. Touchdown, Hornets. Demetrius Brown up the sideline quickly, just shot out of a cannon, had one blocker out there with him, and then did the rest of it himself and just outran everybody down there. Hornets get up now with 4 minutes into the game, 13-0, waiting on the point after attempt as Sam Carroll steps onto the field. As we always like to say, if Sam Carroll's stepping on the field, we're scoring points. And we just scored 6 more as Leland Johnson's going to be holding. There's a snap, the set down, the kick is up. And good. Point after is good, making it 14-0 with 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of the state playoffs. Hawthorne 14, Branford 0. Once again, we'd like to thank Devin Marinello there at Blue Wave Home Inspections. Devin Marinello there at Blue Wave Home Inspections. If you're in North Central Florida, from coast to coast, give him a call. If nothing else, just give him a call and tell him thank you for bringing us this broadcast, along with the rest of our supporters. We certainly appreciate it. We are hoping for an opportunity to bring you another broadcast. And if so, we'll have some more opportunities, but any money raised today will be added benefit to the football program and future broadcasts. So right now, want to give a shout out and thanks to Jacqueline Taylor, Linda Bowie, Kyle Van Zant, Angela Tucker, Brian Duncan, Jack Nelson, Marion Rucker, Devin Marinello with Blue Wave Home Inspections, Vice Mayor Patricia Bowie, and Jennifer White. We certainly appreciate all of y'all making a contribution. If you'd like to make a contribution, go to the Cash App, Hawthorne Hornets, $ Hawthorne Hornets, and just make a contribution of any amount. We would certainly appreciate it. There's a kick, high end of ring coming down to the far side. It's bobbled to begin with, and then he gets a handle of it, turns it up, spins around, and gets leveled right there at the 21-yard line. He made that Trip Schultz, bobbled it to begin with, and then was tackled immediately, tried to spin loose, and then one of the Hornets came in there, stingers pointed hot, and leveled him out. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers with 7:54 to go in this opening quarter. Here we go. Land at quarterback in the pistol formation. Behind them is Cannon. Twins to the near side, 1st and 10. There's the snap, looking over to the near side, finds his receiver, number 6, and just kind of sat down on it and picked up 3 yards. Connected to Damian Herrera. Looks like it's going to be about a 4-yard gain now. It's 2nd and 6. Running in a few new guys.
Buccaneer.
And they run to the line. Looks like they were just waiting on the back judge to put his hand up. They take a direct snap now. Quarterback's out. They bring in a Wildcat. Wild Buccaneer has taken the snap, was number 22, Ollie James, and picks up another 2 yards, bringing up 3rd and 4. It was kind of a slow motion out of the huddle. Everybody was just walking out of the huddle, and then all of a sudden the referee the back judge threw his hand up, signalizing 10 seconds left on the play clock. And as soon as they did that, they all sprinted to the line, and that's what they're doing right now. The entire team looking at the back judge, waiting on him to put his hand up, and then they're going to run up to the line. They're really just trying to shorten the game the best they can. 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and here they come. Hand up, sprinting to the line. Wild formation once again with Ollie James in the Wildcat. Oh, Ethan Thomas knifing in there, and we have a stoppage. I'm not sure what it was. They stopped it. The clock's still running. They reset the play clock, and so they're just looking forward for running it down again. I'm not sure what happened there. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun goes Jones. There's the snap. Jones trying to back up, counter, follow his blockers, but he's hit and dropped in the backfield. Getting back there was Captain Jaheim Darby, bringing him down. Once again, Ollie James on the carry. Be a loss of 1 and bring up 4th and 5. Coming out onto the field, Elijah Jones in punt formation. Hope to call his name a lot tonight in punt formation. DeBose back to receive for the Hornets, standing at his own 38-yard line. There's a snap. Rolls back there to Jones. Another short punt. It's going to be right at the 45. It takes a big bounce for the Buccaneers, and it's going to be down near the 38. But it looks like it was touched earlier, but I guess they're going to rule it down at the 37-yard line. 5:02 to go here in this opening quarter. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. This is only our second offensive possession. Already up 14-0.
For the latest
Official timeout, water break.
round for the 2024 championship.
Fans, sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by the Hornet Sports Network and the FHSAA. Fans, also, if you'd like to keep up with the bracket, go to hawthornehornets.com, hawthornehornets.com, and you can see the bracket. You can keep up with the post-game bracket there. Watch the Hornets as they start to try and complete the journey for the three-peat opportunity. All right, Hornets back out. 1st and 10 from our own 37-yard line. Here we go. There's a pitch coming around. Davion Pugh. Oh, he lost the ball. Came up with it, bobbled it down the sideline, and he's going to take it the distance. Gets pushed into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets. 63 yards to the house. Davion Pugh, right at midfield, he got popped by one of the Buccaneers coming in, lost the control of the ball, bobbled it around, finally got it into his hands around about 10 yards later, and continued like he hadn't missed a step all the way down the sideline and tucked it into the end zone with 4:49 to go here in this first quarter. Hawthorne strikes once again, up 20-0, waiting for the point after. On comes Sam Carroll. Davion Pugh on the speed sweep as he came around. It counts as a pass, too, because it was a forward pitch from the quarterback. There's a snap. They sit down. The kick is up.
Something good.
And good.
In the opening
21-0, 4:49 to go here in this opening quarter of the state playoffs. Fans, we're going to try and get you some scores also from around the area to see who we might have right now. The winner of tonight's game would play the winner of Cottondale and Lafayette. Cottondale is at Lafayette. And they're set to kick off at 7:30 tonight as well, too. No score yet that I have. As Hawthorne gets ready to tee it up once again at the 40-yard line.
Since we're going to ball on the tee and ready to kick it away.
Carroll steps up to the ball, smacks the leg into it, comes down to the returner at the 12. He cuts to the far side and then back to the near side and immediately falls down. Once again, Asante right there to make sure that he doesn't go anywhere. But I think he's wizened up because he's seen Asante coming his way and figured might as well go ahead and not take as much of a hit and still have the same amount of yardage here.
Branford returns to the field, showing their own 21-yard line. They think it's a little minimal here.
All right, 1st and 10. Wild Buccaneer again. There's a big hit coming in as number 22 once again. James quickly hit.
Number 11.
He's in that orange and blue with the number 22. Trying to do his best Emmitt Smith impersonation, but quickly hit and driven back after just a 1-yard gain.
About half the yards here.
Looks like right now Pahokee 27, Chipley 0. Union County up on Holmes County 8-0. No score in the Cottondale match. Madison County over Moorhaven 8-7. And Trenton over Sneeds 8-6. James back to throw, throws it to the near side, trying to hit his receiver.
Yep.
Schultz falls incomplete.
22 for Branford.
Brings up 3rd down.
Intended for number 8, Colonel Schultz. 3rd down and 9. Coming up for Branford.
So 3rd and 9. There once again looking back, waiting for the back judge to put his arm up, but I think they got tired of waiting on him and they just figured they'd go ahead up to the line. 3:51 to go here in this opening quarter. There's the snap. Counter, handed off to Schultz. Schultz going around the left side, but not fooling Jaheim Darby. Jaheim Darby stayed home, grabbed him by the shirt, and threw him backwards. All in the backfield. Be a loss of 1. And it'll bring up 4th and 10.
Number 51 there for Hawthorne. Makes a tackle. Jaheim Darby.
Elijah Jones steps onto the field once again at his own 10-yard line to boot it away. And I think the Coach Bowie is telling DeBose to let it drop, that we want to get some offense in, not to return it. That has to be a heck of a position to be in to tell your returner, let the ball die. We got to work on some offense. We can't just keep returning it and scoring all the time. We got to get ready for next week too.
1-yard line. Rio in the opening quarter. 21
3:05 to go here. First round of the state playoffs. Once again, the championship game will be down in the Villages this year. It's changed from Tallahassee. They're going to move us down to the Villages at their new stadium. Another turf field. So Hawthorne get to stay kind of local and maybe bring a home crowd down there if we're fortunate enough to make it that far. First and 10, twins to the right, one man wide left. Curtis from the shotgun, hands it off. K9 going off the left side. There's some blocking in front of him. Spins out of one, runs over another, still on his feet. Inside the 45 and brought down at the 43. It's just a highlight reel after a highlight reel as K9 picks up another first down and brings it down to the 43-yard line. Plenty of blocking in front of him. Ran through a few guys and then ran over another as he spun around. And it's going to be a first and 10 with 2:45 to go here in this opening quarter.
Next to the Branford 44-yard. First and 10.
Twins to the far side, one man to the near side. From the shotgun goes Adrian Curtis. K9 off his left shoulder. There's a snap. Hand off to K9. K9 off the right side. Goes straight up the middle. Turns up. Stiff hand. Gets out to 10, 5. Touchdown. There's a flag on the far side of the field. We'll see what that is. You got a flag over there at the 36-yard line. So momentarily it's a 43-yard return, but it's a holding against the Hornets. So it's going to negate that. This is holding.
We have off the Hornets.
We'll replay first down. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So it's going to be a net loss of 3. And it'll be first and 13 from the 46. So instead of a 43-yard touchdown, maybe give it back to K9 and see if he can't make it in from 46 yards out. He might be out of gas right now, though. First and 13. One man wide to the near side. Twins to the far side. Curtis from the shotgun. K9 off his left shoulder. Hawthorne going to take a timeout here. They only had 10 guys out there. Coach Ingram not too happy. He's going to keep coaching them no matter what the score is. He's going to keep coaching them up. Had one of the skill players, I believe it would have been one of the tailbacks, wasn't in the game and supposed to be in the game. So he wasn't too happy. So he called a timeout and said, let's go ahead and get it right. First and 13. Fans, once again, tonight's game in the 2024 FHSAA Class 1R Football Championships is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. First and 13, twins to the far side, one man to the near side. Curtis from the shotgun, K9 off his right shoulder. There's a snap. Hand off to K9. K9 cutting out to the left side, cuts it back against the grain, still on his feet, straight up the middle, trying to get out to the outside. He had a 43-yard run. Now he has a 46-yard run. Keenon Johnson, 2:07 to go in the first quarter, and no flags on the field. Makes it 27-0. Waiting for the point after attempt. Sam Carroll on the field to attempt the point after. There's a snap, the set down, the kick is up. And Good. Went off kind of to the left side, about to hit the scoreboard again. I think he had liked the idea of literally putting it on the scoreboard. Makes Hawthorne up 28-0 with 2:07 to go here in the first quarter. I imagine before long we might get that favorite running clock that we'd like to see, in our favor at least. We'd like to see it. So right now, scores in Class 1R, Pahokee over Chipley in the third quarter, 27-0. Trenton over Sneeds, 8-6 in the second quarter. Union County, 8-0 over Holmes County. And in Madison County over Moorhaven, 15-7. Madison County comes in as a number 2 in the Class 1R. They have the bottom bracket. Home advantage. In Hawthorne's bracket, of course, we'll face the winner of Cottondale and Lafayette. And then we'll face the winners of the 4 in Chiefland versus Williston tonight and Jay versus Fort White. We'll face them as they play each other next week, if we're fortunate enough to make it that far. Carroll tees it up. There's a kick. High end over end, coming down on the near side this time at the 10-yard line. Gentleman got a good run. Oh, and a big hit coming from the backside on the return. That was Arcavian Jones. There's a flag on the far side. We'll see what that is.
See what's flagged.
As we're at the 2-minute warning of the first quarter, if there was such a thing.
For 23, the car winning.
All right, so we got a legal block against Branford. It'll still be first down. Oh, no, we're going to re-kick. Actually, Hawthorne decided to take the 5 yards on the kick, so they want to re-kick it. Sam Carroll's leg. He might have to start kicking with his left leg after tonight's game.
Looks like the kicking gear is actually going to come back on, and they will re-kick.
Good thing we got Josue Knapp available to do some kicking if we need to. He used to do kickoffs as well. Now he's just a punting specialist and does a great job with that. But we confused the people last year. Last year we were in the state finals, and the people came over to us next door, and they were asking us, man, it's weird. Your kicker, he kicks field goals with his right leg and comes out and kicks kickoffs with his left. I've never seen that before. I'm like, well, they're 2 different guys. So it was interesting. My thanks also to Sean Derrick. He is our producer extraordinaire, coordinator of just about everything here with the Hornets Sports Network. Done a marvelous job getting us up this year. And looks like we're going to add 5 more yards onto the penalty, up to the 45, a 15-yard penalty instead of 10. But it's he has Legacy Sales and Engineering. Legacy Sales Engineering. Give him a call if he can help you out. He is a great coach for businesses, help you learn how to streamline some of your processes, payments, all kinds of things. He has a bunch of other businesses too, but he's also a good coach and just a good person to know. So reach out to him on Facebook, Sean Derrick and his wife, Emily Derrick, and they can give you some help there. There's a kick. Sam Carroll tried to put it through the uprights. That would have been about a 60-yard field goal. Lands about 2 yards short in the end zone. And 2 minutes to go on the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. For the Buccaneers.
Played on the 1-yard line where Branford will start this drive.
Still no score in the Williston-Chiefland game. I know a lot of people tune into that one here locally. That's always a fun one to try and keep up with. First and 10 for the Buccaneers. There's a handoff. Oh, and a big hit coming from the near side out of nowhere was Ethan Thomas. You could just see him come unblocked with a head full of steam and took him out.
We're going to set a county guard there.
I think he got a sympathy yard on that one as the ball just did cross the 20-yard line. Bring up second and 9 3/4 with a $1.29 on the board. Hawthorne up 28-0. Land back in at quarterback in the pistol. Twins to the far side. There's a snap. Throws out to the far side. Has his receiver in the first down of the night for the Buccaneers.
Trent Land with the pass.
Land connects to Tyler Williamson.
Down.
And that was a Buccaneers gain of 16 yards. And the first one of the night for the Buccaneers. The visiting crowd gives them a nice round of applause, as well as their band is over there on the far side, plays it up, and it's first and 10 for the Buccaneers. Twins to the near side. They got a little momentum. Under a minute to play in this first quarter. Land from the shotgun. Oh, and then he meets Ethan Thomas and a few other of his buddies that come off the line to help him. And there he goes for a loss of 2 really quick.
Johnson going to go in the wrong direction there for Branford.
Be second and 12 with 30 seconds on the clock. And I think they're going to let this thing wind down so that they don't have to take another snap here in this first quarter. I think they're probably happy to get out of the first quarter just down 28-0 the way this is going. All right. 4 seconds on the clock. They're going to let it tick on down, and that's going to be the end of the opening quarter here for the 2024 football Class 1R State Championship bracket. Here on the quarterfinal, Hawthorne up 28-0 against the visiting Branford Buccaneers.
Other scores in the Class Rural
Fans, it's take a look here. The FHSAA is now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Tweet us, like us, and tag us on your social platforms by searching for FHSAA. Keep up with the teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. Be a fan of it all by following us on social media at FHSAA.
Played in cut, and they have yet to kick that one off.
For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds in the 2024 FHSAA football championships, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of Florida High School Athletic Association. Live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. All right, back to action now. 2nd and 12 for the Buccaneers to start this second quarter. Hawthorne up 28-0. And Land at quarterback in the shotgun. One man behind him in the pistol. There's a snap. Hands off to him. That's Cannon on the return, but Cannon hit at the line by Kyler Ingram, who looked like he was shot out of a cannon. And it'll be a gain of looks like a shoelace. They didn't move it much. Right up to the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd and still about 12. Fans, make sure you go visit our website, hawthornehornets.com, hawthornehornets.com. You can go on there and follow the Hornets' journey in the 2024 playoffs. See who they face next, what the bracket looks like, when we're going to play, where we're going to play. All that you can find out there on hawthornehornets.com. Land rolling out, trying to find somebody to throw to. He has a receiver wide open. Coming to the near side and thrown out of bounds. Leland Johnson
receiver there.
throws him out of bounds right at midfield after the reception for Herrera. Land actually did a great job because the Hornets, as aggressive as they are, he rolled out to the near side, looked like he was going to get blown up, and he actually probably got blown up pretty good. He's got a lot of orange on his uniform over there, but he got blown up pretty good and was able to, last second, dump it off. At that point, the person that was guarding the receiver had already abandoned him and tried to come up and make the play instead of staying back on coverage. And so they picked up a big first down for the Buccaneers right at midfield, 1st and 10. Twins to the far side, Land in the pistol. Rolling back, being pressured by Thomas. Oh, and then throws it behind the line. There's nobody to throw it to. Land took the ball and threw the ball into the ground right in front of him. The Whitecap says that there was number 5 in the area. He was in the backfield, but I don't think he was anywhere near where that ball was intended to go. And the clock is still going. Stop now. But they call it an incomplete pass instead of intentional grounding. I don't think the coaches were going to argue too much just because Hawthorne's up 28-0. So who cares at this point? Just let it keep on rolling. Land from the pistol. Twins to the right, 2nd and 10 from midfield. There's a snap. Hand off to Cannon. Cannon straight up the middle. Hit. He finds Jaheim Darby as well as Leland Johnson, and they send him back, but not until he picks up about a half a yard forward to bring up 3rd and 9.
Number 51.
Trenton scores again. Trenton's up 16-6 over Sneads. Union County now 14-0 over Holmes County. Dixie County on the board, 7-0. Madison County starting to spread out the lead, 25-7, and still no score down there in Chiefland for the Williston-Chiefland game. Third and 9. Land from the pistol. Twins to the far side. From just across midfield. Rolling back, trying to find somebody to throw to. He sidesteps Thomas, but then taken down by Jaheim Darby. One of those team sacks as Thomas was coming on the outside. Came up, and then Land tried to sidestep him, and as soon as he did, Darby was there to finish him off. Be a loss of 5 on the play. Brings up 4th and 14. DeBose steps his way out onto the field, standing around the 29-yard line. Jones, this time, standing a little further down in territory and not quite at his 10. He's up to the 33 where he's going to take this snap from to try and boot it away. 4th and 14 with 9:14 to go here in this opening half. They're just going to let it tick on down, trying to milk the clock so it doesn't get too bad. And I don't think they realize we're going to have a running clock anyway, so it's not going to matter for them doing that. But here we go. There's a kick. High end of Wren, not very far. This time takes a Hornets bounce. It's like the bounce just wants to go towards the east side of the field for them. Last time it was in their favor. This time it was back towards them. And so Hawthorne's going to start off with the ball at their own 38-yard line with 8:41 to go here in the opening half. Up 28-0 here on the first round of the state playoffs for FHSAA. Fans, we appreciate you joining us. Let us know in the comments where you're joining us from. Let us know where you're joining us from. Maybe we'll read some of y'all out, see who's got the farthest attendance for us. You know, we normally have some from Colorado, some from Puerto Rico, people all over. Gets too close, we might have to draw out the old measuring stick. See where everybody's tuning in. 1st and 10. Curtis from the shotgun, man off each side of him. Twins to the near side, one man wide to the far side. Curtis back to pass. Plenty of time. Great blocking by the line. Still rolling out. Now trying to come to the near side. Rolls out, looking deep. Throws it up. Trying to hit his receiver, but incomplete. He had all kinds of time as he was just running around. Ran to the far side. Checked out the visitor's boundary. Came over to the near side. And then threw it deep. Trying to hit the Hornets. Number 16, Randy Moore. Freshman going down the field. Incomplete.
Ball fell to the ground.
Looks like he tried to come up too quick to make that catch. And to get inside position on the defender, but I guess being just a smaller guy, I was trying to get that advantage. 2nd and 10. Twins to the near side, one man to the far side. Curtis from the shotgun, man off of each side of him. Curtis back to pass once again, looking deep. Has more deep. Oh, and he's diving forward and through his hands. Falls incomplete and brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Looks like Coach Bowie wants to work on passing now. We've already done plenty of the running, and passing is an area he's trying to get ready for.
Coming up for the Hornets.
He knows he's going to have to be able to pass it in the playoffs, so trying to just see what he can do. 3rd and 10 for the Hornets. Twins to the near side, one man to the far side. There's a handoff to K9. K9 comes to the near side, following his blockers, picks up the 1st down, cross midfield, still on his feet, into the 40. It holds on to the ball. Defender tried to tackle him and take the ball out of his hands, but they don't know how strong that K9 is. K9 holds on to it, picks up a few extra yards, and brings it down to the 36. And that's going to be 1st down and a timeout for Hawthorne. Or I apologize, timeout Branford. Branford takes a timeout here with 8:04 to go in this opening half.
Tackle was made by number 7, Arcadian Joel.
And we do have the first score of the Williston-Chiefland game. Williston up 7-0 against Chiefland here in the 2nd quarter. Takes an early lead, as well as Dixie County up 7-0 over Weewahitchka. Pahokee stretching it out 34-0 in the 3rd quarter over Chipley. And Union County starting to spread it out 21-0 over Holmes County. So a lot of good football in the 352 area code. See a few more of these getting completed. So we got some California, some North Carolina, Alabama, Trenton, Jonesboro, Georgia, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We appreciate you all tuning in.
1st down.
We appreciate everybody's support, too, on the Cash App. It's going to help us. We have to, once again, next week, looks like we're going to be in pretty good shape for having a game next week. $500 is going to cost us again as the end around to more around the left side. Cuts to the outside now, back against the grain and tripped up and brought down right there at the 20 where he falls down. It'll be a gain of 16 yards as Moore with his speed sweep counts as another pass as he Curtis, whenever he does this, and a lot of this football traditionalists would say that's not a pass, especially people like my buddy Shane Matthews. He said, man, if I would have gotten credit for a pass like that, I could have thrown for thousands of yards. Here we go. 1st and 10. Twins to the near side, one man to the far side. Curtis back to pass, looking across, trying to find his guy, looking for Moore, throws it into the end zone. There's Moore, and touchdown. And a flag in the end zone as well. We'll see what that is. Another flag. 2 flags in the end zone. The back judge threw one after the fact. Unsportsmanlike against the Hornets. We'll see how they're assessed because one is a dead ball. So after the touchdown, so we have holding against the defense. Touchdown's good. And then after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hornets.
Branford.
And it looks like it was on maybe the football was not handed properly to the official or something because there wasn't any like extra curricular activity or anything like that. So just the back judge seen something. It wasn't even the official that it was right in front of. It was the back judge that didn't see it or that threw it from across the field. So he's seen something else that he didn't like and threw the flag for the unsportsmanlike conduct. So touchdown stands. The penalty will be assessed, looks like on the kickoff instead of on the field goal, but let's see if it's on the point after or if it's on the kickoff. 7:26 to go here in this opening half. It's 34-0. After this point, I believe the running clock will start. We'll see. So it looks like they're going to just mark it off on the kickoff instead of on the point after. So good news with that is hopefully Sam Carroll can make this 35. And I believe I'm not up to date on the exact timing, but 35-0, that'll start the running clock. Leland Johnson holding. There's a snap. The set down. The kick is up and drilled through the uprights. Hits the back fence. And so it makes it 35-0 with 7:26 to go here in this opening half of the first round of the state playoffs. Once again, want to thank Blue Wave
35.
Home Inspections, Devin Marinello, Hawthorne grad. Give him a call if you have home inspections that you need. We appreciate him sponsoring tonight's game. We'll have more opportunity for more sponsorships coming up. We appreciate everybody joining in with us. The officials are standing at the 7-yard line on the far side of the field or on the east end zone. The penalty's marked off, and we're going to be kicking from the 25 instead of the 40 after the 15-yard penalty. Fans, we got 35 on the scoreboard. If you like that 35 on the scoreboard, how about sending 35 to the Cash App? Cash App Hawthorne Hornets. Cash App Hawthorne Hornets. Send that there and help us out. We'll start raising some money for next week's game. If we're fortunate enough, once again, to maintain this lead as it looks pretty good as of now. There's a kick. High end over end comes down to the 26-yard line. Fielded by one guy, pitched back to the other. Said, here, you take it. I don't want to get hit. And he gets hit and dropped down right there at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers.
35-yard line.
On the catch was Jones, and then he pitched it back to Schultz and said, you take it from here.
Tackle there for Hawthorne.
So 1st and 10.
So Trip Schultz returns it to the 30.
Now for the Buccaneers.
To go in the second quarter.
Land at quarterback. They tried the wild Buccaneer. That didn't work too well, so they're going to bring Land back in at quarterback. Twins to the near side. Cannon in the pistol. Man in motion from left to right. There's the snap. Hand off to Cannon. Cannon off the right side. Hit at the line and driven back. One of the offensive linemen loses his shoe.
About yards there.
Still having trouble with the shoe. Finally gets it on.
Now, Branford.
Be a gain of 1 and bring up 2nd and 9. A few scores from around the area. Bell down 21-7. Buchholz up over Evans 42-0 in the second quarter. Bishop Moore over Eastside 7-6. Swanee and Godby all tied up at 14. 2nd and 9. There's the snap. Land takes it himself off the left side. Hit. Driven down as A couple of the Hornets come on to him. Jaden Tringrove, Leland Johnson, Kyler Ingram, all in on that tackle. Newberry 14 over Palatka, 14-0. Bradford over the Villages, 14-0. Denellen and Mount Dora all tied up at 7. Sneed's starting to come back. They scored a touchdown at 16-13. Vanguard up 13-3 over Leesburg. Lafayette and Cottondale all tied up at 6. There's a snap. Handoff to the right side. That's Cottondale. That's Cannon. Cannon with a gain of 1.
And that's going to result in another Buccaneers 4th down.
It'll be 4th and 6 for the Buccaneers. I was thrown off momentarily. I looked down here at the score, and it was 1-0. I'm like, 1-0 in football. I don't know how you do that. And it was a forfeit. So I guess they scored officially on the scoreboard as 1-0 as Trinity Christian is going to beat PK Young 1-0 in the forfeit. So 5 minutes to go here in this opening half. Punt formation goes the Buccaneers. They're just waiting on the back judge to let them know there's 10 seconds left on the play clock as he's looking at his watch, getting ready to count it down. Shakes his hand out after there. He's ready now. There's a snap. Snap brought down. Better kick. High spiral going to the far side of the field. Takes a good Buccaneers bounce. And the Buccaneers guy comes up with it there at the 33-yard line.
3-yard line?
Almost. So if I'm a coach and I'm trying to milk the clock, I'd tell them do not touch the ball unless there's somebody about to pick it up. Let it go ahead and keep on rolling. And then once it comes to a stop, let the officials blow the whistle. That way you get a little 4 or 5 seconds more off the clock. But here we go. Chance for us as we're halfway through this second quarter. An opportunity for us to get the ball going as we're at the water break period. Fans, once again, thanks Devin Marinello with Blue Wave Home Inspections. Thanks again to our contributors, Jacqueline Taylor, Linda Bowie, Kyle Van Zant, Angela Tucker, Brian Duncan, Jack Nelson, Marion Rucker, Devin Marinello, Tricia Bowie, and Jennifer White. We certainly appreciate all of y'all's contribution to help keep us on the air. Anybody else new comes in, we'll announce them as well. 1st and 10. Back to pass is Curtis. Curtis looking deep, has his man, and caught. Oh, and a big hit.
That's one.
Dakari and DeBose going deep. Had the ball hit him in the chest, and then the defender did actually a great play. The home team not too happy with the hit, but it was actually a design. It's what defensive backs do to try and jar that ball loose. And the ball came out, and it ruled incomplete. So it brings up 2nd and 10.
Coming up here for the Hornets.
4:23 to go here in this opening half. Hawthorne up 35-0. There's the snap. Hand off to the near side. It's K9. K9 goes to the near side, gets to the outside, crosses midfield. Flag comes in. He's going distance in 25. Touchdown. Another flag comes in. But it looks like it's going to come back as K9 took it 67 yards. But it looks like we have probably going to be a holding, and then we have a face mask after the fact. So we have 2 fouls. Personal foul, hands to the face. Personal foul, face mask. Actually, both against the Buccaneers. So the touchdown stands. Wow. I wasn't expecting that, but we'll take it.
On Branford.
Hands to the face. I've never seen a hands to the face call on a cornerback. That's the first time I've ever seen a hands to the face on a cornerback. Personal foul, face mask. Man. So 67 yards goes that touchdown. Makes it 41-0. And Keenon Johnson, K9's going to have probably a record after tonight's game. He's already well over 1,000 yards for the season. And now he very well could have near 200 yards for the game. There's the snap, the set down, the kick is up and good. Carroll puts it through. Leland Johnson holding. And that Hornet offensive line providing some good blocking with 4:10 to go here in this first half. Hawthorne up 42-0. So fans, as we look down the bracket, I hate to do it so early, but up 42-0 this deep in just the second quarter. All things look to go in the Hornets' direction, but Lafayette and Cottondale are tied up at 6. The winner of that is who we will face in the next round of playoffs. And the home crowd is liking what they're seeing tonight. Buchholz also up 42-0. So Hawthorne's matching Buchholz's score 42-0, both in the second quarter. Carroll with a kick. Comes down around the 18-yard line, fielded by Jones. Jones trying to go to the outside, trying to get to the boundary and pushed out of bounds right around the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Short side field
for the Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneer up the fence. And it's 10 field once again here.
El Dorado, Kansas. All right. Appreciate you joining us all the way out in Kansas. Some good hunting out there, I've heard. It's a bucket list. 1st and 10. Buccaneers have Land at quarterback in the pistol. Twins to the left, or twins to the right. There's a handoff straight at the middle of Cannon. Cannon breaks one tackle and surges forward and picks up a few more yards, bringing it to the 30. It's a gain of 2. Jaden Tringrove disrupting in the backfield. There to trip him up to begin with. And then one of the Hornet linebackers finishing him off.
30-yard line.
Good to also have Austin Griffiths up here in the press box with us, doing the PA announcing. We appreciate him coming back and doing that for us. Ethan Thomas in the backfield trying to provide some pressure, and the Hornet defense there immediately on the screen pass to bring down
Branford.
Number 6, Herrera.
To Damian Herrera.
But it's always
3rd down and 11.
tough to get people to help out, and we appreciate Austin doing it when he's in town. And if anybody would like to be part of the broadcast crew or part of the announcing or anything else with the athletic programs here at Hawthorne, feel free to reach out. We'll put you in touch with people that can help you out, whether it's Greg Bowie, the athletic director, or someone else that can point you in the right direction. Halfback pass, looking deep, throws it, and a good job by the Hornet defender, still over there providing pressure. And that was Travis Pete on the coverage. Lost his footing, but
there.
The sophomore did not fall asleep, as it looked like it was going to be a handoff or a pitchback to the running back, Cannon. And Cannon goes out to the far side, tries to look down the field and throw it up, but incomplete.
Short of his receiver, almost picked off there with pretty ground. And Branford going to be set up the punt.
4th and 11. Punt formation. Jones on the field for the Buccaneers. It rolls back there to him. Buccaneers break ground. And the ball's going to be down right at the midfield near maybe 49.
At the Hawthorne 48-yard line.
So twos across the board, 2:22 to go here in this second quarter. Hawthorne up 42-0. Already got quite a bit of the youngsters in. We'll see what else they do. Richard Roundtree was in at quarterback last series. I failed to mention that. He came in midway through it. Coach Bowie trying to keep everybody healthy. Injury-free tonight. Roundtree at quarterback. Gillens comes in at tailback. Derek Gillens. As well as L.J. Jackson. Twins to the near side. One man to the far side. 1st and 10. Roundtree with a snap. Looking out to the near side. Doesn't have anybody to throw to. Trying to find somebody else. Finds a receiver on the far side of the field.
Roundtree finds places to go there. Short pass over to the far.
Looks like Brown on the reception. Be a gain of 3. Right at midfield. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like the pass caught by
2nd and 7.
Demetrius Brown.
In formation. Brown on the far side. Twins to the near side with Moore in the slot. There's a snap. Looking across the field is Roundtree. Roundtree rolling out to the near side. Tells his man to go. Looks to throw it. Has a receiver and caught is once again Brown 2 times in a row. Demetrius Brown brings it down, and the Hornets have a 1st down. Buck 35 to go here in this first half. Moves it down to the 30-yard line, and in 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Roundtree showing his impressive talent that he has early in the season while Curtis was out injured and didn't miss a beat, the Hornets, with Roundtree at quarterback. Backs off each side of him. Jackson off the right, Gillens off the left. Twins right, one man wide left. There's a snap, throw out to DeBose. DeBose down the sideline, tiptoes down the sideline, and spinning around and pushed out of bounds. Kari and DeBose brings it down to the 12-yard line, so it's going to be another 1st down. Under a minute to go.
Enough to move the chain for another Hornet.
1st and 10. Brown goes wide left. Moore on the near side in the slot. DeBose to the boundary, just on this side of the numbers. Back split on each side of Roundtree. Roundtree once again back to pass, looking deep, looking into the end zone, and actually throws it out the back of the end zone.
Roundtree.
He caught the ball, but out the back of the end zone. And that was an amazing catch as he caught it over top of the defender, but it's incomplete as it was out of the back of the end zone.
2nd down and 10. Ball on the
Plenty of weapons on the Hawthorne offense and plenty of options to go to. We haven't got a chance to talk to Coach Ingram in a while just because of the hurricanes and then schedules, especially my schedule. But we're going to have to get a chance to talk to him about all this talent he has around here and what he's looking at going forward. There's Gillens going off the left side. The youngster rumbling inside the 10 and finally brought down up near the yard to gain. Derek Gillens. And Hawthorne's going to take a timeout here.
And a timeout taken by the Hornets.
At the 3. It's going to be 3rd and less than a yard with 41 seconds left in the half.
Right around the 3-yard line. Hornets threatening.
Check on some scores around. And actually, Sneeds is taking the lead 19-16 over Trenton. And they are at the half. 19-16. Blountstown over Osceola Christian. 28-9. Cottondale now takes the lead on the Lafayette Hornets, 14-6. The Hokie 42-0 over Chipley in the fourth quarter. Looks like a running clock there, as we'll probably have here in this second half for us. 41 seconds left here
First down.
in this half. First and goal from the 1 or from the 3.
Around 3-yard line.
Roundtree from the shotgun. Gillen's off his left side. Jackson off his right side. Twins to the right. One man to the left. There's a snap. Roundtree keeps it himself. Fakes the handoff and straight up middle. Richard Roundtree Jr. Touchdown Hornets. 48-0. Waiting on the point after attempt. As Richard Roundtree Jr., the freshman phenom, has come in and put the Hornets close to half 100.
On to kick the extra point, number 54.
Sam Carroll on to attempt the point after. Holding. One of the officials called a timeout to run. Oh, there's another flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hornets.
So it's like unsportsmanlike conduct. Hawthorne.
It'll be assessed on the kickoff. I have no idea what that signals for.
So far there.
They're saying he spun the ball.
The assessed on the kickoff.
But that was a late flag. I have no idea why he threw that flag so late. I mean, literally, everybody was lined up for the point after attempt, and then he stopped the play here to throw the flag. Here we go. There's a snap to set down. The kick is up. And good.
That extra point is good.
So it makes it 49-0 with 36 seconds to go here in this first half. So we'll kick the ball about from the 25-yard line if it's a 15-yard penalty. Appreciate Brent Hitt's contribution as well. Once again, make sure you're sending the Cash App to Hawthorne Hornets. Hawthorne Hornets. It'll say Hawthorne Dugout Club on it, but it's the Cash App. It's a $ Hawthorne Hornets. Appreciate once again Devin Marinello of Blue Wave Home Inspections for his sponsorship of tonight's game. If you'd like to sponsor future games, just give us a holler and let us know. Bring you these broadcasts and also give you some recognition. There's a kick. Comes to the near side. Receiver gets it and then ran out of bounds. He had a head of steam. He was standing at his 10-yard line, caught it in stride, ran up the sideline. He had a full head of steam and just didn't care. He was going to make some yardage out of that. That was number 8, Trip Schultz. That was a good return by him. Brings it up to the Hornets' 44-yard line.
They're late in the first half.
Bunch of young guys in there playing now on the line. All their jerseys are bright orange. That's how you know it's the new guys. Their numbers are a whole lot easier to read. Coach Ingram bringing the seniors out, the starters out, lessen the chance of injury, and also give the opportunity to these young guys to get some experience. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. There's a snap. Land looking out to the right side, throws it to his receiver, Jones. Jones breaks the tackle, still on his feet, trying to get the boundary and pushed out of bounds as he gets inside the 40-yard line up to the 38. 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
21 seconds to
A
go.
lot of young guys out there now. That's good.
We're going to have about a second and 3. Ball on the 37-yard line. Branford ready to go second down.
Many of these are actually, some of these are 8th graders, a whole line of freshmen and sophomores. Land from the shotgun, looking out to the near side, throws it out, has a man off his fingertip and incomplete.
Trent Land with the pass.
Covered by
Tyler Williams.
Nate the Great Jennings. He's been relatively quiet. I think people have picked up on not to throw his direction. In those big games, when people think they have a beat on them, and he lines up against their best people, you'll see some of the stuff that has drawn him the name Nate the Great. 3rd and 3. Land from the shotgun, rolling out, looking deep, throws it up, and intercepted.
Land throws it deep. Looks like he's going to be mixed off.
See who that is for the Hornets over there with the interception. And just like that on cue, as we were just talking about him, Nate the Great Jennings goes up and picks it off. We tried to give him a warning not to throw that way. Don't throw it to him. And he steps up just like that and pulls it down, and the Hornets have it. 1st and 10 at their own 5 with 8 seconds to go here in this first half.
Second left, and they're in their own 5-yard line. So they decide to run a play here to take it to the locker room.
Cottondale back up 20-14. This is a back and forth down there. Williston now up 10-0. Hawthorne getting some of the backup guys out there. More of them at the receiver position. Twins to the near side, one man to the far side. 1st and 10. Roundtree from the shotgun, man off each side of them. There's a snap. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson comes out to the near side, gets to the boundary. He's still on his feet, spins around. One guy still on his feet at the 30 and pushed out of bounds as time runs down here in the first half. L.J. Jackson with a huge gain out to the 32-yard line. That's a 27-yard run for L.J. Jackson. That's going to be how the first half ends, with Hawthorne up 49-0 here in the first round of the state playoffs for FHSAA.
Stan, picking up some chicken wings. There's some people in the grandstand tearing off some chicken wings here tonight. They must be pretty good. So if you haven't got any, go down.
Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA Football Championship possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Max Preps, official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. GoFan, official online ticket provider of the FHSAA. Herf Jones, the official championship ring partner of the FHSAA. The NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. And Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2024 FHSAA Football Championship.
And there's a touchdown going on in Cottondale. Still in the first quarter. Cottondale leads.
Fans, we appreciate you joining us. We're going to take a halftime break here, refresh ourselves, and then we will be joining you in about 16 minutes, as 16 minutes is left on the clock here. So just stay tuned here. Hope you join us back. Once again, thanks to Devin Marinello with Blue Wave Home Inspections. Devin Marinello with Blue Wave Home Inspections being this first playoff game sponsor. 49-0. Hawthorne has a lead over the visiting Branford Buccaneers. We'll see you after the half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half. We are going to have 8-minute quarters for this second half and also a running clock. So 8-minute quarters and a running clock. Once again, we appreciate you joining us, and we also appreciate Devin and Lacey Marinello for sponsoring this with Blue Wave Home Inspections. Go visit them and give them a shout. Tell them we appreciate them sponsoring. And we've already started picking up sponsors for next game. So all we need you to do is send us a logo and send us your payment, and we will have you as a sponsor. So we certainly appreciate it.
Free race to start second half. Jumps out that need to be made here. The second half is going to be 80-minute quarter and a running clock. So we're going to start in the second half of the games to 8-minute quarter with a running clock.
Once again, the Cash App is $Hawthorne Hornets. $Hawthorne Hornets. Starting to get ready for next week as we got a running clock here in the second half with 8-minute quarters. It's going to go by super quick. So while you got your phone out and you're getting ready and you're wanting us to keep bringing this broadcast to you so you can watch in the comforts of your own home, wherever you're watching from, just send us $1 or $2. Send us what you can, and we would certainly appreciate it. So we've had people of all different donation levels from $5 to $250. We appreciate what you've done. There's a kick. Carroll's kick goes back to the 10-yard line, caught by Herrera, and then hit and slung down at the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Branford, as we already have the running clock going. Just like that, we're already a minute into the contest before the first snap of the ball.
Our line will start for the second half.
Once again, our appreciation to Jacqueline Taylor, Linda Bowie, Kyle Van Zant, Angela Tucker, Brian Duncan, Jack Nelson, Marion Rucker, Devin Marinello, Lacey Marinello with the sponsorship of Blue Wave Home Inspections, Vice Mayor Patricia Bowie, and Jennifer White. Thank you all for your sponsorship, as well as Brent Hitt. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Hawthorne's got 12 guys on the field. Got to pull one guy off. Some of the young guys in there. Got 8th graders, 9th graders, 10th graders out there. A lot of the young guys. 1st and 5 for the Buccaneers. 6:10 to go here in the third quarter. Land takes a snap, back to pass, rolling out to the near side, throws it, intercepted by the Hornets. Getting over there was the Hornets, number 31, Kevin Golden, the defensive back freshman. Getting in there, steps right in front of the receiver, and just like that, the Hornets have the ball, and the clock keeps ticking inside 6 minutes to go as the youngster Golden picks off Land here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Roundtree going to be at quarterback, huddling up, getting the call, running in. All young guys there on that offensive line. The JV season's over. They're all moved up.
Roundtree leading the first.
One man wide left, twins to the near side, back split on each side. Roundtree from the shotgun. There's a snap. Hand off to LJ. LJ hit. The ball came out. And looks like Buccaneers will have the ball right back to them. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And the Buccaneers have the ball. It's a net gain of 3 yards in 2 plays for the Buccaneers. They had the ball from the 30. And so we had a 5-yard penalty, and then the exchange of the pickoffs of the turnovers, and it's a net gain of 3
Buccaneers offense right
as we're right at the 33-yard line. 4:30 to go here in this third quarter. First and 10. Buccaneers coming to the line in no hurry. Land once again at quarterback. Cannon at tailback. Twins to the far side. One man to the near side. First and 10. Trying to get on the board here in this first round of the playoffs. There's a snap. Hand off to Cannon. Cannon off the right side. Hit at the line. Trying to pump his feet. And brought down at the 35-yard line. Right on top of it. Give you a few updates on some scores from around the area. Bishop Moore over Eastside 14-6. Swanee and Godby all tied up at 21. St. Augustine over Columbia 28-0 in the fourth quarter. Dixie County 21. Wewa Hitchcock 0. Union County 27-0 over Holmes County. Denellen taking the lead over Mount Dora 14-7. Williston on top of Chiefland 10-0 in the third quarter. Cottondale 28-14 over Lafayette, who will face the winner of that game next week. 2nd and 8. Twins right, one man to the left. Land back to pass, trying to find somebody to throws it to, rolling out to his right, throws it up, and has a receiver deep. He got behind the defenders, and the defenders got tripped up. There is a flag right at midfield with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the clock doesn't even stop on the flag.
far side field.
Holding against Hawthorne. So that'll be moved up from the previous spot to one of the defensive backs. It was on them. Have official timeout for a water break here, as we have 2:31 to go in the third quarter. We're under the halfway point, which 8-minute quarters, 4 minutes, but the clock kept on rolling. So we're at 2:31 to go here in the third quarter, and it's going to go by quick. So we appreciate you joining in with us. Hopefully you're enjoying the results. Trinity Catholic and Providence just getting kicked off. It's 0-0. Vanguard over Leesburg 21-3 at the half. Fort White over Jay 9-2 at the half. That sounds like a baseball score there. Bradford over the Villages, blowing out the Villages 20-0. Newberry still over Palatka 14-0 at the half. Viewholtz over Evans 42-0 at the half. We'll check into some also in the rural classification and see how those are looking. Madison County 45-13 over Moorhaven. They're the number 2 seed in the Class 1R. 1st and 10, there's Land taking it, takes it himself, calls his own number, and right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. They're going to give him 1. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
The clock continues to run here in the third quarter.
Taylor and Fort Meade just getting started, 0-0. Blue Wave Home Inspections. Devin and Lacey Marinella, we appreciate your support. Sponsorship of the game tonight. 2nd and 9. Man in motion out of the backfield. Jones pitched out to him, and ball goes out and incomplete. Rolls out of bounds. It was a forward pass, wasn't backwards, so
Branford.
It'll be 3rd and 9 for Branford at their own 46. Devin and Lacey Marinella, we appreciate y'all's support. It's good that we have a fast game, but at the same time, that means we're on the winning side. But at the same time, we're not able to give as many mentions of your company, but we certainly appreciate the outcome and also the sponsorship, as the first round of the opening playoffs, sponsored by Devin and Lacey Marinello, Blue Wave Home Inspections. 3rd and 9. There's a snap. Rolling out to the right is Land. Land looking to throw it, being chased down from behind, and he gets out of the arms of the Hornets and slides and taken down by the defense back. Oh, they're going to throw a flag in. There is no sliding in football here to give yourself up.
Already another flag now before the hit.
Oh, my goodness.
Penalty here.
He kind of did a halfway slide once he seen the defender was coming to him, holding against Hawthorne. Dead ball, personal foul against Hawthorne. So that'll give him a lot of yardage as time runs down here in the third quarter. I don't know about all those, as the holding probably was there, but the personal foul was done on the quarterback with a late slide, and the guy was already in motion, so I guess they're just doing that to kind of protect the player as best they could.
So winner of and Lafayette.
So they're going to mark it off 10 yards for the holding from the previous spot.
Still perhaps coming into Hawthorne next week with a perfect 10-0 record.
They're talking and they're trying to decide where they're marking it off from. So the holding, they can't mark off the holding from there. Personal foul should have been marked off from there. So the holding, they must have declined. They got it all messed up here, marking off the penalties. The holding penalty should have been from the line of scrimmage and not from the end of the run because it was during the play. The personal foul penalty would have been after the play, but not the holding penalty. So they kind of messed up the marking off. Either you accept the holding or you don't, and then you go from the spot or you don't. You can't do both. It doesn't really matter, but that's kind of just the rules of the game. But a little bit of confusion, discombobulation. 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. First round of the state playoffs. Hawthorne's up 49-0. And the Buccaneers, the benefactors of some great field position now after the penalties assessed. Ends up at the 21-yard line. Goes from about midfield to the 21. Actually, on the other side of midfield to the 21.
Branford had to have the ball.
And hats off to Coach Daniels out there asking them to explain the way they've done it, but in the end, it's just moving. Land at quarterback, back to pass, looking around, trying to throws it away, throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. First and 10 from the 21. You can tell Coach Daniels a little more excited about it because his defense has pitched a shutout so far tonight, and he doesn't want to give up that even with the young guys in. But 7.5 to go here in the opening round of the playoffs. And that's a little bit of pride for that Hornet defensive group that's worked so hard, even with the young guys. 2nd and 10 from the 21. 22. Land from the pistol. Cannon behind him. Twins to the near side. One man to the far side. Man in motion from right to the left. There's a snap. Pitch back to Cannon. Cannon hitting the backfield and brought down. Not going anywhere as
number 19.
The Hornets get over there. Naziy Gent. Gent brings them down for a loss of about 6. 6.5 to go. By the time they snap it, there'll be 6 to go. And in 3rd, and we'll call it 15.
Down and long for Branford.
Fans, we're in the fourth quarter, and just to let you know, about halfway through, we'll have a water break here in about 2 minutes with a running clock. 3rd and 15, Twins to the near side. One back in the backfield. There's a snap. Land rolling out to the near side. One of the defenders getting in the backfield, pressing him back. Land trying to still move forward and nailed by a couple defenders of the young guys.
And sack made there on 3rd and long.
Demian Rutledge.
Rutledge there with the sack for the Hornets.
As well as Delvis Eason also getting in. It'd be a huge loss and bring up 4th down. 4th and long.
So 4th down and long from the 33. Looks like
5 minutes to go in the ball game. Once again, hats off. We appreciate Blue Wave Home Inspections. Fans, this is going to be your last opportunity to send some money in on Cash App for the call-outs here. Hawthorne Hornets is the Cash App. Hawthorne Hornets. I should say Hawthorne Dugout Club on it. There's a pass, looking deep, and almost intercepted.
in the end zone.
Incomplete. Pass was thrown down there at the 2-yard line. Had one of the defenders running by. Looked like it might have been Gent running by and just about coming up with it. So Hawthorne will have the ball, turnover on downs, 1st and 10 at our own 32-yard line. So the Buccaneers,
32 is we're going to have our 4th
official timeout, water break.
Hawthorne 49, Branford 0.
Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2024 Florida High School Football State Championship games. The intense action takes place December 6th for the rural class at the range at H.G. Morse Stadium, and December 11th through the 14th for classes 1A through 7A at Pitbull Stadium at Florida International University in Miami. Come out and watch the best in Florida high school football play. Visit FHSAA website at FHSAA.com for more information. 1st and 10. Twins to the near side, Twins to the far side. Man in motion from left to right. There's a snap. Pitch forward to the end around. And tripped up and taken down on the perimeter. Coming in to make a big hit.
And off there to number 20.
Trip Schultz brings him down.
Brought down in the backfield.
Le'Veon Harris on the carry. Once again, another freshman. Like a speed sweep, it looked like. .340 to go here in the ballgame. There's a snap. Hand off to Gillens out of the backfield. Gillens got his shirt tail pulled and driving his feet forward and then pushed back by the Buccaneers.
He's able to get back to the original line of scrimmage there.
Bring up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Gain of a few. It'll be 3rd and about 8. With 3:15 to go here in the ballgame. Twins to the near side, Twins to the far side. Gillens alone back. Roundtree pitches it to one of their receivers coming to the near side. Has a little room to run. Gets to the perimeter at midfield. Cut down sideline and pushed out of bounds. On the carry was the Hornets number 24. I don't have him on the roster, but I believe that's Wiggins. I'm not positive. But he's been great throughout the year.
Shout out to that young man with a big 1st down play.
Roundtree from the shotgun. Twins left, Twins right. There's a snap. Hand off to Gillens. Gillens off the right side. Now cuts it back straight up the middle. Still on his feet. Into the secondary. Inside the 20. In 10. 5. And down at the 4-yard line with 2:20 to go here in the ballgame. Derek Gillens rumbling for another
To be a first
33-yard run.
down to the 5-yard line.
They're going to move it back to the 5, just inside the 5, but 33 yards on the carry for Derek Gillens. And 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Twins left, Twins right. The youngsters trying to take it over 100 here in the first round of the state playoffs. Hands off to Gillens. Gillens off the right side. He lowers his shoulder, picks up a few more yards, and they're going to say he's just shy of it at the 1-yard line with $1:40 to go. And the Hornets are hurrying up to get to the line. Twins left, Twins right, lined up again. Roundtree from the shotgun. Buccaneers running the guy off. Hawthorne takes a snap, hands off to Gillens. Gillens straight up the middle, bouncing off people, and touchdown, Hornets. Derek Gillens bouncing around like a ping pong ball in there. He finally finds a stopping point, but that's after he gets through the back of the end zone, and the Hornets
down for that freshman.
Derek Gillens puts the Hornets at 55-0, waiting for the point after attempt as Sam Carroll comes on to attempt the point after. And with the running clock, he kind of has to hurry. Otherwise, he's not going to get the extra point kick off. Sam Carroll lining up. Leland Johnson with the hold. Set down. The kick is up. And good. Splits the uprights, makes it 56-0 for the Hornets with 30 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like they're just going to line it up and shake hands, as it'd be almost impossible to get a kickoff in just 20 seconds.
Branford 0. So looks like both teams are getting ready to line up at the 50. We're going to go ahead and say that's going to be the score here tonight for the first round.
So hats off to the Branford Buccaneers on a great season. State playoffs.
Branford 0.
A lot of seniors over there, I'm sure. Their last game as a Buccaneer.
We'll be back in action right here next month.
The high school season comes to an end for the Buccaneers as the Hornets move on to the next round, where they'll face the winner, Dale and Lafayette. Cottondale's up 28-14 in the third quarter there, and Hawthorne wins this one 56.
A great season and taking the playoffs.
Fans, stay tuned to the HawthorneHornets.com for more information about the playoffs as well as our broadcast. We appreciate you joining us. We appreciate Katrina Wilkerson just now sneaking in a $25 contribution. Thank you, ma'am. And anybody else, we certainly appreciate y'all making your contributions. Thank you, Katrina, for sneaking that in for us. But right at the end to celebrate the Hornets' victory. So good job, Hawthorne alum. And look forward to this week bringing you another broadcast here at the home stadium of Annie Mae Phillips in Hawthorne. The second round of the playoffs will be coming to you soon. Join us here on the Hornet Sports Network, wherever you may be from. And we look forward to bringing you some more exciting Hornet football. For myself, Matt Cernsey, and the famous Sean Derrick up here doing the works behind the screens and everything else with the production, we appreciate you joining us. We know you've enjoyed the outcome. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. We'll see you next week. So long, everybody.